Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. Well, today we have another exciting recipe for you all guys. Well, today we are going to prepare the popular South African street food, that is the Durban Bunny Chow. Well, the Durban Bunny Chow consists of a hollowed out loaf bread which is filled with curry. A little bit of history. So the Durban Bunny Chow originated among the Indian South Africans who were very famous with their curries. Eventually it got its name because of the Indian merchants out in South Africa who were also known as Banyas, and over a period of time it was known as Bunny Chow. So we're going to show you all how to prepare the simple Bunny Chow recipe at home. Let's get started. So well guys, I'll be using this bread. I have baked this bread at home. I've baked it like a normal bread and I made it into a big dough. I've divided it into two big portions, covered it with a bowl, big bowl, so it got this shape like this. So you can use any of these kind of loaf breads for your bunny chow as long as it gives you that hollowness, so you can add in your curry. So that's what bunny chow is all about. So let's get started. So first I'll be preparing the masala. So for that I'll take a pan and heat some oil in it. I'll saute the masalas initially and then proceed to grind it. So these are the dry whole spices. I've taken about 1 tablespoon of coriander seeds, 1 inch cinnamon, some star anise, 4 cloves, 2 cardamom, 8 to 9 peppercorns and 1 teaspoon cumin seed. Now I'll add the whole spices to the pan. I'll add in half a sliced onion. And I'll keep the rest half for the curry. I'll add in some sliced ginger and garlic. You can roughly chop them because eventually you'll be grinding all of these ingredients. Let's roast this well until the onions are golden brown. So my idea is to make a basic chicken curry. You can make it as per how you make a red chicken curry, or you can just follow my method. Roasting the spices will give you a better flavor for your curry. The onions are turning nice golden brown, as you can see. Now I'll add in roughly chopped medium-sized tomato. Let it saute well until the tomatoes are nice and mushy. Tomatoes have turned nice and mushy, and now I remove it off heat. Let it cool down and I'll proceed to grind it into a very fine paste. I've taken 250 grams of chicken and marinated it for about 1 hour with some turmeric and salt. The masala paste is now ground and I'll keep it aside. Now let's start preparing the curry. Heat some oil in it. Let's add some bay leaves. I'll be adding 2 small bay leaves. The remaining sliced onion. Let's saute the onions until nice golden brown. The onions are nice golden brown. Let's add in the ground masala paste. Let's fry the masala once again with the onions. At this point, I'll be adding some chili powder, 2 teaspoons chili powder, 3/4 teaspoon garam masala, 1/4 teaspoon turmeric powder, and saute this along with the ground masala paste and onions. It's got a nice good color. And what's essential for a good chicken curry is to roast the spices really well so it gives out a really good flavor. Saute this for another minute. I've taken a large potato and I have chopped it into large cubes. Also I've taken some boiled beans, red kidney beans, which are boiled it. So this I'll be adding the boiled kidney beans towards the end when the chicken is almost 3/4 done. The masala is roasted well, and as you can see it's letting out oil from the sides. It's time to add my chicken pieces. The potato, and mix it well together with the masala. I'll add in some water, some salt to taste, and mix it really well. You can see the chicken has got a nice perfect curry color. And the aroma is nice and fragrant. I'll let this boil for another 18 minutes. And when it is 3/4 done, I will be adding the red kidney beans which are boiled previously. It's almost 18 minutes. Let's have a check on the curry. Let's add in the red kidney beans. Stir it in well. And let this cook further until the chicken is done. So guys, the curry is nice and thick. This is the exact consistency you want your curry to be. We garnish it with some coriander. I cut the bread hollow, as you can see. I've cut it into a square, and now I'll be adding the curry in this hollow space. So you can cut the bread in this. If you have a loaf, you can cut it in this same similar square pattern and make it nice and hollow to pour in the curry and the chicken. Let's add in the curry and potatoes. So I hope you'll enjoy watching the video, guys. Please do like and subscribe to our channel. You can also follow us on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter and show us your love. We'll see you next time, guys.